So I have a new figure from Threezero in their MDLX line. It is a Transformer Thundercracker. So Thundercracker is one of the original Gen 1 jets, and it's a nice looking figure. These MDLX, this is the third one I own. Each time I kind of wonder, should I continue? Because I was very hesitant for years to buy anything Transformer related because it's just kind of a rabbit hole that I didn't really want to go down. But I saw these and I was like, those look pretty neat. And so I'm picking them up. And what I will say about them is they're fairly light. As someone who collects a lot of high-end robot figures, these feel somewhat light. Now, I'm not saying it has the feel of, say, a $20 or $30 figure, but I don't think it has the feel of many of the high-end figures that I'm used to, like Bandai Solo Chogokin. And this was about $120, so it's not that far off from what the Solo Chogokin figures, which are about the same size. Some of them, they had a line of figures that were about 7.5. So this is maybe a little bit taller. The amount of die cast in here, I think that there is die cast, I want to say, in here, and there might be some pins here and there, maybe the shoulders, but if the amount of die cast almost feels gratuitous, as if they wanted to be able to state that they have some die cast in there. So very little die cast in the figure, and yet again I'm like, do I want to continue? Because it does feel like I was kind of waiting to see if they would go on sale, and I never see them on sale. So I don't know. They're pretty neat on the shelf, but I will admit that they feel a little light. So this is the other figure. They have Skywarp. They also have Starscream. I don't own Starscream. Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker are basically the exact same design with different colors. Right down to the alternate faces are exactly the same. So understand that if you're going to get those three, that you're getting the same figure, just different colors. And the next line would be the cone heads, which include Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust. And those are also available, either available now or available for pre-order from Threezero. So that's the 1985 ones. And so those will have a different design than these. Not radically different, but definitely different. And I think Thrust as a... I can't remember the name of the type of jet that can fly straight up. VTOF or VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. That has a little bit different design from the other, from Ramjet and Dirge. So I think it's a very nice figure. They also have Acid Storm and Sunstorm. I don't really know those jets. So we're going to look at the alternate faces. Hopefully I can get it. There we go. Okay, so according to the instructions, this is the creepy face. That's what it says. And this other one is the sinister face. And then on the sides here, we have the null ray cannons, and those get attached so they can pull out. And one of the things when I did my video on Skywarp was I couldn't figure out how to attach these, what are called wing blades, in the back, which was kind of stupid on my part because they actually go in fairly easily. I'm sitting there like, oh, how does it go in? But they, if you look in here, they slide in fairly easily. So I know some people think that, what is a transformer if it doesn't transform? But I like these. I prefer them. I actually own an original Skywarp. And it's a really, this was going back to 1985. It's a very cheap toy. So I just I think that sitting on a shelf, that these look much better than the Transformers. And I know that there's some really, really high-end Transformers that look pretty good in both the robot and transformed form. And so the wings are also detachable. It's not that hard, but oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, they slide in. So I think that I think I'm going to continue buying a few more. I want the jets. Now, I'm not going to get all the jets, I don't think. I think I'm going to probably skip Acid Storm and Sunstorm just because I don't know those characters. I did watch the Transformers when I was a child, and I enjoyed the cartoon. I haven't really watched it since, and I have watched the was it, I can't remember what year it came out, but the movie maybe 1989, something like that. And I think that these are based on maybe the movie or the original cartoon, but they have more complexity in the design added. So that's I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure if it would be cooler to have it really look like the original cartoons, or if I like the more detailing. I think I'm okay with the detailing, and it has pretty good. I can't remember what it said, but it had it listed as a lot of points of articulation, like 30 or more, or something like that. But the joints are all nice and smooth and holds its position well. You can see the detailing in there. So overall, I like these. I like these figures. I probably would like them more if they were maybe in the $70 or $80 range. I think $120 is a lot to ask for these, but I will probably get some more. I'll probably get Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust, and then there's a couple other MDLX figures that I'm interested in, but I'm certainly not going to collect them all, that's for sure. So that is Thundercracker from Threezero and MDLX. That's their line.